Leo, wie fühlst du dich jetzt? Was für Gefühle nach diesem Wahnsinnsspiel mit den Leuten? Also, es ist unglaublich, man kann das gar nicht sagen. Wir haben am Ende gelitten, muss ich wirklich sagen. Wir haben sehr, sehr gelitten. Am Anfang lief es ja gut und wir dachten, alles wäre durch, aber es ist nun mal ein Viertelfinale und es ist nun mal so. Aber letzten Endes haben wir es dann doch geschafft. Warum ist jetzt Argentinien unter den 4 Besten dieser Weltmeisterschaft? Weil wir eine Mannschaft sind, die letzten Endes weiß, was sie tut. Weil wir letzten Endes die Lust haben zu gewinnen. Wir wollen Protagonisten sein, wir wollen aktiv sein. Wir wissen genau, welche Augenblicke wir da sein müssen. Und da rennen wir wirklich alle, weil wir unglaubliche Lust haben, diese Meisterschaft zu gewinnen. Wir brauchten diesen Sieg und wir brauchten die Freude für uns, für die Leute, für diese ganzen Menschen, die uns immer begleiten. Als dieser Ausgleich kam in der Verlängerung noch, was habt ihr da gespürt? Was habt ihr da gedacht? Ich habe es ja schon gesagt, wir dachten nicht, dass es so weit kommen würde. Das war schon sehr schwierig für uns. Wir haben es einfach nicht glauben können, dass es so weit kommen würde. Aber man darf sich da einfach nicht zu sehr davon beeindrucken lassen. Wir hatten schon ein bisschen Bammel vor dem Spiel. Wir wussten, dass die Niederländer stark sein würden. Und sie waren es dann auch. Man kann da nicht nachlassen, das darf man nicht. Das war vielleicht nicht so gut von uns am Ende der regulären Spielzeit. Hat sich wiederholt wie die Nacht von Brasilien. So ist es manchmal. Wir wussten, dass wenn es jetzt zum Elfmeterschießen kommt, müssen wir alle wirklich vereint sein und Gott sei Dank hat es geklappt. Kroatien jetzt im Halbfinale wird sehr, sehr schwer, sehr schwer. Kroatien hat wirklich gezeigt, dass sie verdient so weit gekommen sind. Brasilien zu schlagen, das kann nicht jeder. Insofern, sie waren viel, viel besser, als viele erwartet haben. Nun mal. Wir genießen das ja auch wenn man zwischendurch schwierige Augenblicke hat. Aber Schritt für Schritt kommen wir voran, das genießen wir. Bisher haben wir es gut gemacht, finde ich. Und sind deswegen sehr glücklich.
Those emotions to the fans to go. Qatar is far from Argentina. It's not easy to get here. It's a long way to come, and to see, how many fans we got.
Selling things, selling cars and everything to try and get here.
They do ridiculous things just to get.
I think it's probably been worth it for them so far, especially having seen that. Let's the penalty shootout was Virgil van Dijk. We're all in here. He'll score. But terrific save, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great save. But that walk for somebody who doesn't take penalties all the time.
When we took that amazing one in the shootout in the Cup earlier this season.
But this in the World Cup is very different. Yeah. But I think Martinez has to take credit. It's a fantastic save. He looked supremely confident going into this.
Yeah.
Because of the history he's had in competitions, saving penalties.
This for me is key in a penalty shootout. What Argentina did Brazil didn't, in terms of having your best penalty taker go early just to set the tone, which is exactly as what has happened. There's a save.
This was quite calm.
This was very calm. I mean, I've been in this situation, obviously, with you've taken a penalty in the game, and then you go to penalties again, ironically against Argentina in '98, and it's
you whacked in the top corner.
It's a mind game because you're thinking, well, wherever I put the first one, so keep it thinking, what am I going to do?
Have you ever rolled one like that on the floor?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have the.
I did against Brazil, but it was by
it.
accident, and it went straight into the keeper's hands. In fact, he touched both posts before he came and picked it up. It was a bit embarrassing, and then it was all 2 saves from Martinez, a second one from Berghaus.
Wonderful. He's a great penalty saver. But as really said before, he looks so confident going into the penalty.
A little dance.
He's a bit crazy as well. He's a crazy lad.
Yeah.
He's got that flag. That got like a flag in.
He's a goalkeeper.
Yeah. And his hair. And look in the way to bring, the fans just right behind the team and celebrating. Look.
It's their moment, isn't it?
It's their moment, of course.
It's their moment. And he looks like he enjoys it.
Save.
I mean, you've 90, at least 90% of this crowd here in the stadium are Argentinian fans, aren't they?
Seem to be. I think even the locals or the neutrals or people who've come from perhaps this kind
of the best supported
team,
aren't they? The best, by far, the best supported team here at the World Cup so far. Yeah. Look at them still. Look, it's crazy.
Yeah, well, stay here for
they're still
2
dancing.
hours. Look, look at the player. She's going rest for the next year. Stop. Take a rest. That's enough. Let the fans celebrate.
Fernandez went next. He had, you're in a point where you're in such a good position, and it might happen for him. Let's have a look at this one.
Yeah, I mean, when we talk about pressure, there wasn't a huge amount of pressure on this because they're already 2 up, really, aren't they?
That's the one you want, isn't it?
That's the one you.
He's a young lad, though, isn't he?
Young lad, he's well wide, isn't it?
For him, and he's been good today, and so
he had the
just at the end of the second half,
and he had he steps up. Do you know what I mean? You've got to put your hand up. Don't forget, you probably get asked before the penalties get announced at the end of the game. And you've got to put your hand up. He's a young kid, so...
Well, Martinez saved a couple, and then the other Martinez stepped up to win it. Oh. So between them, they did quite well.
Not a bad penalty as well either, was it?
Beauty.
And I'm glad for Lautaro Martinez because he's not his place with Julian Alvarez.
There is no better sight in football than when you're taking a penalty and you see the goalkeeper going the other way to where you've hit it.
The relief. Yeah. The relief.
Oh, that's mixed emotions. Desolation too, of course, for the Dutch. I mean, they only had, I think, 2 shots on target in the entire game, but they'd made a game for it. They made it entertaining for us, and look at that. Look what it means to them.
Do you know what? I don't know if I said this last time, but you don't see that emotion when he's in a club shirt, do you? I mean, he obviously inside he's got that emotion, but
when they've won Champions Leagues and things like that, which he obviously.
But I don't see that. I don't see as much.
Isn't that the difference of a World Cup? Yeah. When it's for your country and the expectation and everything that comes with it.
Yeah. He's really enjoying it every single minute.
There you go, 2 heroes.
Do you think it's unfair of me to have said I'm not sure they're a great team, they just have a genius of a forward in there that they rely on?
We have seen in this World Cup that we're still relying on this guy, Messi. I mean, we are a good team. We have good players. We're not playing great football, but we're steady. We just defend compact, and then pass the ball to Messi. We have.
I think I agree with you, Pablo. What you said earlier, I agree with you. I think you need Di Maria fit to give you that something else.
He looked better as soon as he came on. Didn't they? All of a sudden, they dominated the last 10 minutes.
Yeah,
didn't
he gives them the extra legs, the extra spark. That's someone who can go 1v1, and I think without him, they absolutely rely on Messi. And I think it can, in the bigger games against bigger teams, it could be their undoing.
Yeah. The Molina goal seems a long time ago. That put them 2 up. First time, actually put them 1 up.
Well, he did really well, didn't he, in winning the ball in the first place. And then he gives it to Messi. I mean, it's incredible the way he travels with the ball, and they have the ability to spot that pass and the run and the way to pass. Yeah. But the first touch from Molina and the finish was also exceptional. It's a fantastic goal.
Watch what he does to Aki. Move away from me now. Give me that yard so I can then play that pass.
But you know, we saw so many times in this game, particularly from Argentina, when they went forward, and it was quite a simple pass, wasn't it, to play someone in? Yeah. But it just shows how difficult that is to find that key pass, the way to pass, and he does that better than anyone else in the world. It's amazing how he does that.
Talk about the goal-scoring numbers, which are astronomical, but it's also the dribbling, the little bits, and that vision and awareness and passing ability and weight of pass. And he got the second goal. It was from the penalty spot, and it was definitely a penalty, wasn't it? Dumfries very clumsy here, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, good from Acuna there. Just look on the line, but again, I don't know what you got people saying to Messi. Do you think he will be nervous after that?
I can't imagine why he's in the face. I mean, I've not a good idea.
And then he couldn't even move. Look.
Yeah.
He just told him to be quiet. Don't ever talk to me again.
Imagine doing that to Messi.
Tasty pen.
Don't know who he's talking to.
OK, that's Messi's now got 10 goals in World Cups, and boy, you have to be some player to do that, really.
Do you know what it is? It's taken you all this time. If I could swear on here, I would. To get that graphic up there.
That's the most exciting thing ever.
He typed it up himself, didn't you, Gal?
Yeah, he took twice as many games, but that's all right. But then they came, didn't they? The Dutch, of course, they put the big man up front and played ball, old English style football.
And obviously Holland are renowned for being total football, playing the game the lovely, beautiful way. But they went big, they direct, putting bodies in the box. It was a fantastic header.
It was.
Just used the pace on the ball to guide it in the far post.
They just didn't have that threat. For the vast majority of the game, they didn't have a forward with a little bit of quality. They didn't get in those positions, did they? And then all of a sudden, they bring him on, got a focal point, they go long, they go direct, they get balls into the box, and it changes the game for them.
It's interesting with Argentina, isn't it? Because they've looked so solid defensively and given so little away, with the exception probably of the opening game where they were caught a little bit.
Yes.
That it kind of surprised me. But will teams look at that now and think, well, maybe that's the way to beat them?
Oh, I think, you know, we got good players at the back. I mean, Otamendi's good in the air, Romero.
Yeah.
But obviously we're not the strongest team, you know, to defend these kind of crosses or against these two big players in the box. I mean, Lisandro Martinez is not the tallest, still good, aggressive, but of course we struggle a little bit at the end of the game with those balls.
I think emotion comes into it as well. Especially when you concede one, you start panicking, people start retreating, and people start making silly, rash decisions, and silly fouls were a big part at the end of the game.
They did, didn't they? Right at the end.
Yes.
I mean, it was silly to give a free kick away there. I mean, having said that, the free kick was,
wow.
So clever.
It surprised everyone in the stadium and at home, I'm sure.
You can
silly
just see
foul
him
again.
running to the back of him there, and you think, oh no.
Why?
Well, it's not why, exactly.
There's no danger, there's no threat.
That's just panic. I'm telling you, that's panic at the last stage again. Let me get it out, let me clear it,
Having
and then this
said that,
happens.
guys, what about this? I mean, that is so clever. So clever. No one's expecting that.
Right.
Are they? I mean, everyone in the whole stadium's expecting, think, last kick of the game, have a shot, try to go over the wall.
And it's one of those that it haven't worked. Everyone going, what are you doing trying that? You've got to have a shot from there.
Beautiful football.
Can you remember '98?
Oh, it's not that dissimilar, is it, from that goal that was scored by Argentina on that occasion, was it? There's Louis van Gaal's reaction. Oh, we've got it. Alan, you're in the wall. Alan Shearer.
Similar, yeah.
A little bit.
Wow.
Yeah. We won't blame you, Alan. We won't blame you for that.
I was just standing in the wall.
We might blame you for the foul when
job.
Sol Campbell scored in extra time, but we won't blame you for that.
There's some strike.
Zanetti,
Yeah. I remember it.
Yeah. Look at that. That was tough to take as well, wasn't it?
It was.
Let's have a look at the route to the final. We know what that means because Brazil lost earlier today, so Argentina will obviously face Croatia in the semi-finals of the World Cup. On the other side of the draw, of course, Morocco play Portugal, and then later tomorrow evening it's England against France. Argentina, Croatia. Pablo?
Yeah, another...
I mean, you'd take that, though, wouldn't you? With all due respect.
I wanted...
You'd sooner that than Brazil, wouldn't you?
And Argentina in the semi-final.
You wanted Brazil, Argentina?
I wanted, absolutely.
Did you?
That would have been one of the best games to watch.
No, I agree. As a neutral, I would want that, but surely you would...
no, I mean, Croatia, they're still a really good team. I mean...
Oh, yeah.
They've been in the final 4 years ago. Now semi-final. You know, that's a dangerous team to play against.
Well done, you've won.
Didn't have the first shot on target for 33 minutes, and that was from Argentina. The best team are leading in this game.
Yeah.
Been really disappointed in the Netherlands. They've offered nothing in forward positions. Their game plan hasn't quite worked. They've tried to find that ball in behind, but Argentina, and changing their system, it's worked really, really well for them.
Yeah. I see similarities with 1986, Pablo, in the sense that you've got a workman-like team in Argentina, tough, uncompromising, difficult to beat, relying on a bit of magic from a genius. Maradona, Messi.
Yeah, I think so. I think we've always been a bit like that with Argentinian teams. We know that we have strong players in defence and in midfield, but then we have always that number 10 in the team who really makes the difference for the team. And I think Messi's doing this, for that team. And when I say I'm confident before the game, it's because we have Messi on the field, and he's the only one who could really make things happen. And, well, when we talk about this pass, it was unreal.
He's the one who makes the difference. They absolutely rely on him, but he's been delivering in this tournament.
Yeah, and we said before the game, he's been making a difference for 15 or so years at the top level, the cutting edge of football. He's a fantastic footballer, and when it comes to games that need to be defined, he's the one that takes on the responsibilities of that, and he enjoys that. And he's a phenomenal footballer. You see in this stadium, whenever he gets the ball and whenever he does anything, the whole stadium stands up. It's amazing to see. Yeah,
the change of shape of Argentina kind of matching up with the Dutch as good coaching.
Youngest coach in the tournament, going head-to-head against the most experienced one, and he's winning that battle at the minute, because we were looking and we expected them to go in with a change of system with 5 at the back or 3 at the back, and they've done that, and they've looked really solid. The Netherlands not had a shot on target yet, not looked dangerous at all.
The job he's done for Argentina over the last few years since he came in is remarkable.
His record. People that were saying, he doesn't have the experience to be an Argentinian coach and all that, but I think, all the experience that you ever had as a player, in the national team is different. It's not day by day. It's just picking the right players, and making feel them comfortable and enjoying it. And I think is what he's doing it.
His coaching staff, his coaching staff as well, all players as well that played as well.
Neymar, Aymar, Walt Samuel. I think that's what you need for the young players. When you got those players, they can bring the experience and talk to them. I think that makes a huge difference.
Hasn't been a lot that lifted off our seats, but mostly when Messi got the ball and the assist for the guy. I mean, it's a great finish from Molina, but how did he see that pass? Please explain.
That pass, the pass defies physics completely. It's a phenomenal pass, and it had to be perfect, and it was. But here you see, once he gets the ball, the first touch once he gets it is great. As we see it comes to him here. Great at first touch with his right foot. This bit here where he separates himself from Aki, and then how he sees this pass. Daley Blind has to get inside the Molina there. He doesn't. But the pass was absolutely sublime. Beautiful pass.
Well, you'll go on about the pass, which I totally understand, but Molina is the guy that wins that ball on the halfway line, then gives it. And just watch his first touch, Molina's. I mean, the pass is unbelievable. The vision is incredible, the way to pass, everything else. But watch the first touch of Molina. There, into his path. Takes it away from the defender. He knows that if Van Dijk's going to get into him, he's going to have to foul him. And it's a wonderful finish.
Oh, you said when we were watching the replays, how did he see this?
Yeah.
How does he see this pass? It's just like everyone else in the stadium saying, oh no, oh my God. Yeah. It's one of those.
It's just the weight of the pass is so perfect.
Yeah. That's the remarkable thing, isn't it, about him? I've often said about him that it's like he watches the game from above whilst actually playing it himself as well. So he has this vision that is extraordinary. We've done there's a few bits, and every time he gets it, the crowd's lifted, isn't it?
Do you know what? He hasn't actually played particularly well, really well, like you'd normally say Messi's been brilliant, right? But he does little things in the game that other people can't do. Yeah. And it might just be even just the way he receives the ball. Like here, 3 or 4 around him, the ball goes, but other people are giving that ball away. Yeah. Right, and he's getting tackled. These little details here, that ball came in at a ridiculous pace. He took it with his studs. There's 5 of them around him, and he still gives it to a teammate. Other players are definitely giving that ball away.
Yeah, that's the difference, really, in him to others, isn't it?
But, it's just incredible. Always, it seems like he walks around the pitch, and then his body language is not great and all that, but no, he's always looking for the right space to get the ball and just go from there. But he's so clever, he's so good. Obviously, his vision and the quality of the pass is simply amazing.
Do you know what we saw today as well? Is when you're live, you only really see it when he's live. A couple of times he didn't get given the ball, all right? And the look that he gives his teammates.
He's a moan, isn't he?
Moaning, saying, listen, give me, that's the moment I needed the ball, give it to me. So there's an underlying kind of aggression and determination that he gives and feeds off to his teammates that you don't necessarily see when you're at home.
I mean, a lot of people just talk about goals, don't they, the amount of goals he scored and stuff like that, but it is those other moments of that he gives you joy. It's entertainment, and he does things you go, wow, all the time.
And the good thing about him now is 35, he's coming to the end of his career. Yeah. But he just he's playing like a playmaker. You know, that makes him also special. He doesn't have the pace to run with the ball and pass or dribbling past players, but he's got the quality to come there, get on the ball and just make some perfect passes.
We've not had much joy from Netherlands so far. What's wrong with
No, it hasn't. It hasn't worked. They want to hit Argentina on the break, but that killer pass, that final pass, is just not happening. This is a good run actually from Depay. You go short to go long. You invite the defender to come with you, knowing that you want to go in behind, and the defender falls for it, and they get into a good position in there. But then you're looking for the little bit of quality to do something different in the box, because it's a good similar thing here. They hit you on the counter attack, then all of a sudden they spring forward. Again, that final pass is missing, and you've got to give Argentina credit for the way they're handling this and their changes system. Again, he's looking for a better ball in behind. Martinez comes out there really quickly and reads the situation. Gakpo again, who's changed position slightly, he's come back into the 10 position. He's not had an influence on the game at all. He makes the run, so that's something's going to have to change for them in that second half.
Just looking at Van Gaal there, what's he going to do in the second half to turn things round? They're going to have to go for it now.
They're going to have to come out. They're going to have to come out and play and be on the front foot. Play the ball forward earlier, and I think he was criticised for that a lot at Manchester United, and even some people in the Dutch media have moaned about sometimes it's a bit slow and a bit ponderous the way they play. They need to speed up the play, definitely.
Just saw an image of him there on the bench. I know where he got that inspiration from, Rio. I don't know whether you've seen this.
Have you?
Yeah, 2014, remember? There you go.
Oh, two people at the height of fashion.
Naranji.
GQ Men of the Year there, look.
Deep down you're Naranji, aren't you?
Easy jet.
You're looking for free flights there, aren't you?
Other airlines are available. With less football to watch this week, why not check out iPlayer?